From JBS Studios in Greater New York, this is the JBS News Update with Teisha Bader.
I'm Teisha Bader with the JBS News Update for Thursday, September the 8th, 2022. A heavily armed Palestinian man was arrested this evening by Israel police, suspected of planning to carry out a major terror attack. Police saw and became suspicious of the 19-year-old Nablus resident near the bustling Clock Tower Square in the city of Jaffa. He was dressed all in black, carrying a large bag, and they stopped to question him. He told them he had no permit to be in Israel. And when they opened what they called a very heavy bag, they found weapons, according to Israel media, that included a loaded submachine gun and 2 pipe bombs filled with nails. The terrorist was taken for further questioning by the Shin Bet, Israel Security Agency. The Times of Israel cites Police Commissioner Kobi Shabtai saying that the teen admitted he was planning a major terror attack in Tel Aviv. Israeli Prime Minister Yair Lapid said in response, the state of Israel will act forcefully and without compromise against those who try to harm us. I commend the security forces for apprehending the terrorist in Tel-Aviv-Jaffa and preventing a significant terrorist attack. We must continue to act with all the tools at our disposal to restore security and stability to the region. And in a separate incident in the early hours of this morning, the IDF said an assailant attacked a soldier with a hammer during IDF routine activity adjacent to the town of Beitin, which is in the West Bank. The soldier was lightly injured and responded with live fire, neutralizing the suspect. A knife was also found in the attacker's possession. The soldier received treatment at the scene and did not need to be hospitalized. The head of Israel's intelligence agency, the Mossad, David Barnea, has concluded a series of security meetings in Washington on Israel's firm opposition to the possible U.S. rejoining of the Iran deal. The Prime Minister's office said today that Barnea met with the heads of the CIA and the FBI, the National Security Advisor, the Secretary of Defense, the Chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff, and others, where he presented sensitive intelligence materials and emphasized that Israel will not be able to stand idly by while Iran continues to deceive the world. Barnea said he heard from his counterparts that the U.S. remains committed to the security of the State of Israel, saying the Americans emphasize that they will not allow Iran to obtain a nuclear weapon and that they will continue to act in full cooperation with the State of Israel with regards to regional issues in the Middle East concerning the security of the State of Israel. Well, Israel's leaders joined world leaders across the globe in extending condolences over the passing today of Queen Elizabeth II at the age of 96. Prime Minister Lapid wrote, on behalf of the government and people of Israel, I send my condolences to the royal family and the people of the United Kingdom on the death of Her Majesty, Queen Elizabeth II. She leaves behind, Lapid said, an unparalleled legacy of leadership and service. May her memory be for a blessing. Israel's President Isaac Herzog wrote of the Queen's passing, her death is the end of an era. On behalf of the people of Israel, I mourn her passing and participate in the heavy mourning of the grieving British people and the British League of Nations, who lost the mother of the nation. She was a historical figure, lived the history, created history, and left a glorious and inspiring legacy. The Queen was Britain's longest reigning monarch. Her son, Charles, now becomes king. A memorandum of understanding was signed yesterday between Israel and the United Arab Emirates to advance collaborations in innovation. The chairman of ADGM, Abu Dhabi Global Market, the Emirates' leading international financial center, and of Tel Aviv-based Startup Nation Central, Ahmed Jassim Al-Zaabi and Avi Hassan, respectively, signed the deal in the presence of the UAE ambassador to Israel, Mohammed Al-Khaja, at the Tel Aviv Stock Exchange. Al-Zaabi, leading a first-of-its-kind Emirati business delegation to Israel, said, "We are confident that these collaborative efforts will help realize the true potential of the two markets when working together in unison." Chasson said that since the signing of the Abraham Accords, Startup Nation Central has made nurturing ties with the UAE one of its cornerstone missions. Combining Israeli technologies with the Emirati innovative and entrepreneurial mindset, as strongly supported by ADGM, can further entrench business ties and through those deepen the people-to-people ties that form the foundation of bilateral relations. Taking a look now at our programming for tonight on JBS for Thursday, September the 8th at 7 o'clock. It's Talmud study at 7:30. A look at 9/11 on Faith to Faith. At 8, the late Rabbi Lord Jonathan Sachs and Imam Abdullah Antepli discuss the power of religion and interfaith relations as a positive social force. At 9, Mark Golub sits down with One World Trade Center survivor Ari Schonbrun, NYPD Detective Morty Dzikansky. At 10, Erez Sherman speaks with Jason Horowitz, host of all the pregame, halftime, and postgame NCAA Football and Basketball broadcasts on Westwood One Sports Radio, to talk about his faith and journey to the sports desk. And coming up next, it's Good Week Israel. And that's the JBS News Update for Thursday, September the 8th, 2022. I'm Teisha Bader. Stay healthy, stay well.